Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, welcome to all the devotees for the 3-day online home deity worship seminar. And today is day 2. So, let us start with the Mangalacharan, the auspicious prayers. And today we're going to discuss something very, very important and very wonderful and interesting. So, let us all chant the prayers together. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshuronmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamanyati Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So welcome to day 2 of Home Deity Worship Seminar, and we dedicate today's presentation to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Today we'll actually see what Srila Prabhupada has done. The seva that Yashoda Mai does, the seva that Srimati Radharani does, the seva that all the Gopas do in the spiritual world, that thing, that great thing, Srila Prabhupada has made it public to all the people of this world. He is that great personality. And just by his mercy, now in so many homes, deity worship is happening with proper standards. And people are able to connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They're able to take shelter of Lord Sri Krishna in the most critical times. And they're still calm and stable all the time because of this. And finally, with that strong connection with the Lord, with the constant remembrance of Lord Sri Krishna, eventually all of them will surely perfect their lives because all of them have got mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So we seek blessings and mercy of Srila Prabhupada so that we also understand what Parampara is expecting from us and how can we please them by doing this deity worship. And how can we remember Krishna all the time by doing this deity worship? And how can we enhance our chanting and Shravanam, that is hearing, by doing deity worship? Let's try to understand all this today by the mercy and blessings of Srila Prabhupada. So let's do a small recap and then we'll start with today's session. So yesterday we saw why deity worship in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, the Yuga Dharma is chanting, but still we have deity worship because deity worship is very much important for people in general, as people in general are conditioned and contaminated. So the characters are impure, the heart is filled with anarthas, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. So a character is already impure and the minds are agitated. So just for purifying one's character and pacifying one's mind, this deity worship is very important, which actually acts as an auxiliary, to the Bhagavad Dharma or the chanting of the holy names. So purification will be faster because deity worship or Pancharatrika Vidhi, it focuses a lot on the rules and regulations. Benefits of deity worship. Now we saw that how deity worship helps the person to remember Krishna all the time because he is serving the Lord, so he has to remember the Lord. So what am I supposed to get? Flowers are over, ghee is over, this is over, that is over. Okay, I have to get this. And Lord is there at home. Let me go and serve him. And as soon as someone comes from the office, he would be very much interested to take bath and immediately take darshan of the Lord and chant rounds in front of the Lord. And when the arti is going on, the entire family can come together, and there will be a strong bonding because of this. And obviously, if the devotee is very sincere, he'll be able to remember Krishna at the time of death because that's what he has done his entire life during deity worship. And what is the mood of deity worship? I am the servant of Lord Sri Krishna and I'm not his controller. He has mercifully appeared in front of me just to receive my service so that I become purified. Hmm. And the second thing that we talked was deity worship is something which is given to us by the Guru Parampara. So I want to do what Guru Parampara has told me to do. That is the mood. And the last 2 points that we had mentioned yesterday was I want to utilize all my senses in service of Krishna. And the fourth point was I want to utilize all the possessions that I have in service of Krishna because he is the real proprietor. He is the center of my house. Let me give everything that I have in service of Krishna. Then understanding the deity. So we saw that how there are different varieties of material things in which Lord appears. And one of them is lekya or painting. And that's what we are discussing. So this entire deity worship seminar is a discussion on how to worship the Patachitra altar or the altar having only photos. And setting up an altar, we discussed how the worship of Krishna is very much important when it comes to the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And Krishna will not come alone. Srimati Radharani will always be there. So Radha and Krishna, who are our eternal parents, they are worshipable. So they should be there in the altar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself in the age of Kali Yuga, who gave us the Mahamantra, he has to be worshipped because he is the most merciful one. And Panchtattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. So yes, they all are the most merciful ones who came in this Kali Yuga to give us this Mahamantra along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Narsimadev, we said Narsimadev is installed by Srila Prabhupada in various places, especially in the headquarters of ISKCON, Mayapur. And Narsimadev protects the devotees and he removes the obstacles from the path of devotion so that it's easy for the sadhaka to attain the loving service of Radha and Krishna. So in this way, we understood that these three photos are very much important. And the fourth photo that we saw was the Guru Parampara. So Guru Parampara were eternally indebted, and it's only by their permission and mercy we can do deity worship. Now, we cannot do deity worship whimsically, whatever I feel. It's only when they give us permission and when they connect us to the Lord, then we'll be able to do some service to the Lordships in the form of deities. And then towards the end, before ending the session, we had seen the Panchanga Puja. We'll continue today also Panchanga Puja. Out of that first one we had seen, Abhigamana, that is approaching the altar. And in approaching the altar, we had seen multiple things. So again, we'll try to revisit that. One of the thing was taking bath and wearing clean clothes. This is what is very much needed. So yesterday, we had made a point that when we go to attend nature's call, that is to pass tool. So yes, after that, immediately we have to take bath if we have to do deity worship. And when it comes to just passing water, then we can just wash hands and legs and rinse our mouth, and then we can go ahead and do the deity worship. And then Achman, we discussed Achman, that is sipping water for purification. So sipping water for purification, we understood that we take the Achman cup, nicely washed Achman cup with a spoon, and then we add water to it, and then add few drops of Ganga Jal in it, and then we sip water 3 times. We take the spoon in the left hand and put water in the right hand, sip, and we chant the mantras. 3 times we sip and 3 times we chant the mantras. That's Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha. So now the devotee is ready for doing deity worship. So yesterday in this Achman thing, okay, anyways, in the slide when it comes, I'll highlight more. So these are some of the altars which we had Harikshatra Prabhu and myself. We had gone to different houses and we could do the needful service to install the deities. So these are the different wonderful altars you see with the 4 important photos which we had discussed. Yes. So let's continue. Abhigamana we saw yesterday, and Upadana, that is gathering articles for worship. So this is very important again because today we'll be seeing various things we need to do. So before we now approach the altar, we'll make sure that all these articles are handy. It's all kept there. It's not that the worship starts and then we are searching and roaming around to get it. So we keep everything together, whatever is needed. So that is called as Upadana, gathering all the articles. Another one that is given here in Panchanga Puja is yoga. Yoga is to clearly understand that I am servant of Lord Sri Krishna and I am not the controller. That is what is my spiritual identity, constitutional position, and what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to serve Krishna. He is my master. In fact, I am his part and parcel. So it's my duty to serve him. That is the mood that we develop. So that is called as yoga. And then the next one is Ijya. So Ijya is directly worshipping the Lord, that we'll see today and tomorrow. And Swadhyay is reading the Shastra, that is Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, to understand Krishna's position, to understand our position, our relationship with Krishna, to attend various discourses on Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly. So this all constitutes in Swadhyay. So let's move ahead and get into various topics. So this is what we told in the last class. We need to have a simple altar so that finally the person will not be burdened when he's doing worship. He'll worship with lot of wonderful, happy and blissful mood. As soon as there are many photos, deities and other things, it will be very, it's like thinking itself, because see, we are sadhakas. We are not on the level of Yashoda Maya or the gopis or the gopas. We are ourselves struggling in our spiritual life. So, and also struggling with our office work and household work and kids and other things. So in that, if the altar is very elaborate, then it becomes very difficult to approach the altar also. There'll be a fight. No, you do. Yesterday I did the worship. Why you're not doing? All the time I only have to do. In front of the Lord, the fight will start. Yes. So simple altar and elaborate worship. Now elaborate also, whatever we are discussing in our seminar, so we can do that much. So 4 things we are telling in the seminar to do. We all can note it down. Anyways, I'm going to send the manual. So manual, I'll be sending it tomorrow. I need to make some corrections. I want to add some little points here and there. So I want to do that and finally I'll send it tomorrow. I was planning to send it today, but I want to do some corrections there. So 4 things are very important, and this will actually complete our entire worship. What are those? First is waking up of the deities. So this is the first service that we'll have. Second is doing arati. Third, offering one bhoga, at least one naivedya. At least. More than that we can offer up to us, but then at least one if we offer, the worship becomes complete. And fourth is deity resting. So we have woken up the deities, so we have to put them to rest also. So these are the 4 wonderful services that we can do. And if we do these 4, our worship is complete in itself. More than this, if we want to do, it's our own call. We can go ahead and do by taking permission of our Bhakti Vriksha leaders, sector leaders, and other authorities who are there. Yes. So today what we're going to see is 3 things: waking up of the deities, then bhoga offering, and putting the deities to rest. These are the 3 things that we're going to see, 3 services that we're going to see today. So yesterday we spoke about Achman. So when we take bath, get ready and come close to the altar. So we have already filled the water, put Ganga Jal. So there will be a mat or asan that we can keep always, a small mat on which we sit and do puja. So that mat can be there. We can sit on that and then we can start sipping the water. So the main thing that I told yesterday, that remains the same. So just to before starting Achman, we can just put water on the left hand and on the right hand, and it's purified. Then we can start sipping the water. So all this we are doing sitting on the mat. Okay, that is called as sitting on the asana. Now after the Achman thing, let's talk about deity wake up procedure. So before I start telling about the deity wake up procedure, I want to tell about how Yashoda Maya would do this service for Lord Sri Krishna. Firstly, Krishna would get up every now and then, at night to check if sun has risen. Because when Krishna would be taking rest, Maya Yashoda would make sure that no one is around and things like that. But the Gopa friends of Krishna, they cannot keep that separation for a long time from Krishna. Now, can you imagine playing with Krishna? That's what the Gopas were doing. And suddenly, at full night, they're away from Krishna. They cannot bear that separation. So, in the middle of the night, the Gopas would come there and loudly start shouting, Krishna, come, we are late, come, what are you doing? Come fast. And still it's night, pitch dark. And then Krishna would get up and he says, yes, I'm coming. And he'll jump on the bed and then he'll start running towards the door. And then Maya Yashoda will come there and stop him and tell, see, it's still dark, there is no sun. And she'll drive away all those Gopas, go to your homes. And then Krishna would go and forcefully sleep. Like this, many times in the night it will happen. But then Maya Yashoda would make her best effort to put Krishna to rest. And early in the morning, Maya Yashoda would go to Krishna's, wherever Krishna is resting. And she would go and take the first darshan of the Lord early in the morning. The beautiful little smile on Krishna's face when he's sleeping. The closed eyes, which are beautiful like the lotus petals. And the jasmine-like pointed nose that is there. And the beautiful reddish lips, which are like freshly cut bimba fruits. She would observe all that. And she would be in complete bliss, seeing Krishna like that. And then, she would go and then she would wake Krishna. And as soon as Krishna would get up, she would start feeding Krishna. Full night, you have not eaten anything. Lala, come, I'll feed you. And she'll feed a lot of sweets and so many other things to Krishna. This is how Krishna's morning starts. No brushing, no bathing. So for Lord, there is no need of doing all that. For us, we are contaminated, so we have to do all that. But when it comes to Lord, no need. So Maya Yashoda would do this. And then Maya Yashoda would give him nice bath and dress him nicely, put dhoti for him, put a lot of ornaments. Balram would also come to help. And then the turban and then the peacock feather. And she would offer a very, very beautiful garland to Lord Sri Krishna. In this way, Krishna wakes up, in Krishna Leela. Yes. But when it comes to us, as we saw yesterday, so we are supposed to follow the rules and regulations given because we are not at the level of Maya Yashoda. So we need to understand that how to worship the Lord with awe and reverence. By worshipping the Lord with awe and reverence, what will happen? With time, since now we are worshipping the Lord with awe and reverence, with time, love for the Lord will develop. So directly, if we say that, no, I have got a lot of love and I'll do what Yashoda Maya was doing, no, we cannot do that. So with awe and reverence, we are supposed to worship. So how to do that? How to wake up the Lord? Let's see that today. So this is the procedure that is there. Very, very simple procedure. No, hardly it will take some 5 minutes or 10 minutes max. So as we saw the altar will be closed at night. So after doing Achman, when we approach the altar, the first thing that we do is switch on the lights and we ring the bell. So it's like it's an alarm to the Lord. Yes. So where we ring the bell and then we offer a prayer to the Lord. That, oh Lord, please rise from your divine sleep and bless the three worlds with your auspicious glance. So it's like the devotee is ringing the bell, and with folded palms after that, he offers a prayer that please rise and glance, on please have your auspicious glance on this all the three worlds. Basically, we are saying that please create auspiciousness, by arising from your divine sleep. So this prayer you can offer in your own mother tongue or whatever. So essence is this, where we are requesting the Lord that please give up your divine sleep and please bless these fallen conditioned souls who want to do service onto your lotus feet. So this is a humble prayer that we offer. And after that, this is what we do. So after that, we open the altar. Now, when we open the altar, it has to be opened with a lot of awe and reverence. Like, for example, when some Raja Maharaja gets into the this particular kingdom, not kingdom, the where they do all the sabha. So when he comes to sit on the throne, then the soldiers who are there around, they will say, Radha, Raja, Diraj, Maharaj, so and so has come, and everyone will get up there. So this is the awe and reverence for a king. Now, for a normal mortal king of this world, if this is the awe and reverence, then what should be the awe and reverence, for the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So when we open the altar, this is what we are supposed to do. With a lot of respect, we open the altar and we chant the names of the deities. So the deities' names, which are very dear in ISKCON Whitefield, are given here. So we chant Shri Shri Gandharvika Giridhari Shriman Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Shri Lakshmi Narsimadev ki jai. Shri Shri Panchatattva ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we open the altar, and then after that, we pay obeisances to the Lord. Because now the altar is open, and for the first time, we're getting darshan of the Lord in that particular day. So we offer pranams to the Lord. So when it comes to Prabhujis, males, they have to offer full Ashtanga pranam. And when it comes to Matajis, Panchanga pranam. This is what is recommended in Shastra. Now, when we are paying obeisances, so what are we supposed to do? So it's like we are offering ourselves to the Lord. And in that humble mood, we are actually chanting the pranam mantras of each and every personality. So let me share in the manual, I've mentioned this. So I'll just share that so that you all can see various pranam mantras. So with time, we all can try to by heart these very, very wonderful and very purifying. So this is there in the manual in second section. So first we offer pranams to Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. So after offering obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, then next prayer we chant is for all the other acharyas who are there in the altar. Vancha kalpatarobhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. And then after that, we offer our obeisances to Panchatattva. So we are not getting up and again offering. We are just there on the floor and we are just changing the prayers. We are switching from one prayer to another. So now we are offering obeisances to Panchatattva. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. So basically, when we are chanting these prayers, we have to remember those personalities. We are there on the floor. We are not seeing the altar, but still, every day we're worshipping, so we'll know which deities are there in the altar. So, since even if our eyes are closed, we remember that personality whom we are offering prayers, and then we offer these prayers in humility. And then Lakshmi Narsimadev. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalam Tam Sarvato Mukham Narsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityor Mrityam Namamyaham Jai Narsimha Shri Narsimha Jai 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 Shri Narsimha Prahladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. So this is one of the very rhyming prayers, so we can remember this. And then we offer our obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is there in the main photo. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratushe Namaha. Then to Lord Sri Krishna. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. And then Srimati Radharani. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. And finally, the Mahamantra Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. So basically, we are trying to offer obeisances and chant prayers to each and every personality. This is called as pranam mantra. We are doing pranam and we are chanting a mantra, so it's pranam mantra. Yes. So in this way, with a lot of awe and reverence, we have paid obeisance and we have chanted the prayers. Now, after that, what to do? Once we get up, this is the next thing that we're supposed to do. So now altar is open and we are supposed to start the deity. So deities are awoke now and they're ready to receive our service. So what are we going to do now? Okay. I think PPT will not do. If it was a physical session, it would have been very, very easy for me. But then it's a online session. So some jugaad I have done for explaining. Okay. So this is the first photo, which we are going to do the service. So, there we can keep a separate cloth, for the Lord. Like now we have a cloth, separate cloth, and then we put Achman water on that. So this is how I was saying that Achman water is very much important because it is used for our purification, and then it will be used for purification of various paraphernalia, various articles, which will be used for worshipping the Lord. So we put water on this, and we'll start wiping the photos. Now, how to wipe the photos? Let me tell in PPT how to do that in a sequence. So now this is the handkerchief with Achman. So we first start wiping the photo or the beautiful form of Lord Sri Krishna. We start from this beautiful face and then go down, yes, till his lotus feet. And then we go to Srimati Radharani and then wipe the beautiful face of Srimati Radharani and entire body of Srimati Radharani. And then that's how we come down. Now, if you want to do elaborate, more elaborate than this, so what we have to do is after worshipping, after wiping the form of the Lord, then we again put Achman drops, water on it, and again, then we go to Srimati Radharani. And then after that, again we can put water, and then we can wipe Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the sequence now where we start from the lotus face and then go up to the beautiful lotus feet. So in this way, the sequence is first Krishna, then Srimati Radharani, and then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the first photo. Now what about the other photos? Now let's talk about that. Now after this, the next sequence basically is okay. So next we have to offer this service to Narsimhadev. Same thing. So we wipe from top to bottom. Yes, the entire photo, and then Panchatattva. So all the personalities are there, all their faces, and then their entire body. So this is a very wonderful and a very personal service, if you see. So what happens when we are doing this service? You are with the cloth, and then you go close to them, and then you're wiping their beautiful lotus face, and then you come down slowly, and then you're looking at the lotus feet, and you're wiping. Now tell me, if someone is doing this every day, why will he not firstly get that impression of the Lord on the mind? And why will he not develop that relationship with the Lord? Why will he not develop the love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead? It's all about just following what is given in Shastra. Yes, and automatically everything will manifest. So this is how we do. Now after this, the fourth photo that is there, that is the Guru Parampara. So what is the sequence for the Guru Parampara? So for Guru Parampara, we start with the Shad Goswami photos, and then we go to Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj photo, and then Bhakti Vinod Thakur Maharaj photo, then Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. So we wipe these photos like this. So this is the sequence. First Krishna, then Srimati Radharani, then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Lakshmi Narasimhadev, then Panchatattva, then from Shad Goswamis we start till Prabhupada. Now this is how we wipe the photos. There's the sequence. Now after wiping, we are inviting them to the altar to accept our service. That is for the Arati. So now next, how do we invite them? How do we welcome them? We do this. After this, we offer flowers to the Lord. Now how to offer flowers to the Lord? So today afternoon I was thinking, how should I demonstrate all this? And then finally PPT is helping. So when we are inviting personalities, we start inviting from below. From Srila Prabhupada, we'll go to Krishna. So the first flower that we'll offer is to Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Next to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So when we are offering flowers, we can chant their names. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Maharaj ki jai, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Yes. And then we have the Shad Goswami, Shad Goswami's ki jai. And then we have Panchatattva. Then we can chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Lakshmi Narsimadev Anantadev ki jai. And then we offer flower to Gaur Hari, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai and Bhagwan Shri Krishna ki jai. Yes. Now we have offered flowers and we have invited them. So after this, what to do? So then after this, we'll offer tulasi to the Lord. So let me first talk about the tulsi offering, importance of that, the glories of tulsi offering. Then we'll understand why we are supposed to offer. So it is said that by offering flowers equipped with pearls and gold. So we have those flowers which are made up of gold, not the natural ones, which are made from gold. It's talking about that. One does not even achieve 1/16th of the merit which can be achieved by offering just one tulasi leaf to Lord Hari. So just by offering one tulasi leaf to Lord Hari, now a person gets this great merit of offering a flower. Not even 1/16th of the merit someone will get by offering a flower of gold or pearl or whatever. And then here, Lord is telling Narada Muni, oh Narada, whatever merit one receives by offering all kinds of flowers and leaves to Lord Hari, that same merit one can attain by just offering one tulasi leaf alone to him. And then it is given about the importance of having tulasi plant or tulsi maharani in home. In any house where tulsi maharani is very carefully protected and watered, the messengers of Yamaraj give up that house from a distance. So we see that just by offering the tulsi leaf to Lord Sri Krishna, many wonderful things will manifest. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 26th verse, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachati tadham bhaktya uparitam ashnami prayatatmanah. So Krishna is saying anyone who offers me patram, leaf, he's talking about tulasi leaf, pushpam, fragrant flowers, phalam, fruits, and toyam, water. With love, I accept it. This is what Krishna is saying. So Krishna starts with patram, that is leaf, and specifically Acharya states tulasi leaf. So there's one Prabhupada disciple whose name is Aindra Prabhu. So one of the very senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada and a great stalwart who established 24 hours Kirtan in Vrindavan. So 24/7 Kirtan happens in our ISKCON Krishna Balram Mandir in Vrindavan. So he would offer tulsi leaf to the lotus feet of Krishna every day. So one devotee came and he asked Indra Prabhu, Prabhuji, you're doing this every day. So why is it? Why are you doing this? Because Prabhuji, Indra Prabhu will follow exactly what is given in Shastra while doing deity worship. So the devotee wanted to know. And Indra Prabhu said, see, Krishna has n number of reasons to give me up from his association. Because I am a fallen conditioned soul. And that's his humility. You're saying that. But he said, according to Shastra, if someone offers tulasi leaf dipped in chandan at the lotus feet of Krishna, Krishna will never give up such a person. He will be obliged to hold that person forever. Yes. So basically, Krishna accepts the service and Krishna is indebted. Oh, this person is giving me tulasi leaf. So this is the great merit of offering tulasi leaf, where Lord Hari is very much pleased. It happened once in Krishna Leela again. So if I'm not wrong, it was Narada Muni who came. And he said that he gave two options, that either I'll take Krishna or you can give me something else equivalent to Krishna. And they all decided that we'll give gold in equivalent to Krishna. So Krishna was sitting on one side of the weighing scale, and the other side, they started putting gold. This is where the concept of tulabar comes into picture. So in various temples you'll have tulabar. So this is where the concept is coming from. So if all the 16,108 queens, they started removing all the jewels which they were wearing and they were putting on one side. And literally huge amount of jewels were there. All the jewelry was there. And Krishna is on the other side. But still Krishna is heavy. And all the weight that was put, all is still up and Krishna is still down. And then they were not understanding what to do. But Rukmini was very intelligent. She went, she plucked one tulasi leaf, and she, with a lot of love and devotion, she offered it to Krishna and she kept it on the weighing scale. And immediately Krishna went up and the weighing scale is down. So this basically goes on to say that how wonderful it is to offer tulasi leaf to Lord Sri Krishna. So every day one can make it a point to offer one tulasi leaf at least to Lord Sri Krishna. In summer seasons we can dip it in chandan, and in winters we can just dip it in water and just offer it at the lotus feet. Yes. So in this way, we understand that anyone who offers tulasi leaf, that person is very, very special. So here is some tulasi leaves which I would like to offer. So we offer it to Krishna's lotus feet, and we can offer also to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. Yes. Now, in Gaur Leela, what happened is, as all of us know, there were two wonderful personalities, Jagai and Madhai. So all the ones who are new, they might not be knowing this, but we have covered this pastime in Gita course and other places also. So Jagai and Madhai, they were drunkards, they were like completely sinful and doing all sorts of nonsense. But then finally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Sri Gaurhari, he delivered them by giving them the highest love, or the goal of life, Krishna Prema, to them, and they were in ecstasy completely. So there in Chaitanya Bhagavat, this mention comes that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you get one tulasi leaf and keep it in my hand. And then Jagai and Madhai, they went and they got tulsi leaf and they kept it in the hand of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Sri Gauranga. And then as soon as they kept the tulasi leaf on the hand of Gauranga, the golden form of Gauranga became black. So at that time, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asking that, so Advaita, what do you see? So he said that, oh Gauranga, I actually see today Lord Shyamasundar in front of me because he had become completely black. And then after that, Lord said, it's not about becoming Shyamasundar, but then I have absorbed the sins of these two people. And then, in front of everyone, he just gives up all that blackish color, all that sin in the air. And then he says that anyone who does Vaishnava Prad, that person will get that sin. So in this mode, we can do another thing. If we have the third tulasi leaf, we can tell Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Gauranga, see, I'm more sinful than Jagai and Madhai. Please accept, and please accept this tulasi leaf in your hand, and please deliver me also. Yes. See, whenever we're doing any seva to the Lord, there should be a backup. I mean, there should be a background to it, from which Leela it is coming. And here we see there are authentic ways of offering tulasi to Lord Sri Krishna. And anyone who desires to offer more tulasi leaves like 108, etc., they can offer on special days like Ekadashi, etc. They can chant Mahamantra and they can keep offering one by one tulasi leaves. Now, after this, so we have first wiped the photos. We have offered flowers to each personality in one sequence. We have offered tulasi leaf. And after that, one nice thing that we can do is offer water to the Lord. So, where is it? Sorry. So we can offer a glass of water to the Lord. So fill the water, maybe pure water, and then place one tulasi leaf inside the glass. Inside, it's not going, but you can place it inside. And we can have a lid, which we can close so that the dust doesn't fall. So this particular glass will remain the entire day. Only next morning, again, we can change the water. So this is an offering that we are making, the early morning offering. And whenever Lord needs, he can accept this as an offering throughout the day. So now the deity waking up service is done at this point, where we have done all this, where we approached the altar, then we rang the bell, we offered a prayer, opened the altar, we paid obeisance, then we chanted prayers, and after that we offered flowers to each personality in a particular sequence. Then we offered tulasi leaf at the lotus feet of the personalities, and then after that, we offered the glass. We changed the glass of water. That was there. So this particular glass is a special glass that has to be kept only for the Lord. That cannot be used by anyone else. Just someone is coming from outside. Oh, I'm very thirsty, and from the altar. That's only for the Lord and no one else. Okay. So at this point, this deity waking service is done. So now let's move on to another service, and that is Bhoga offering. So Bhoga offering, this is what we need to do. Firstly, the Bhoga that is there, the food that is cooked without onion, garlic, and without mushrooms, that particular food which is cooked in a sattvic mode, sattvic food, that can be placed in the plate and the water glass. Yes. So what we place water in the water glass, and there's a separate plate for the Lord, which we use every single day. So in that we can keep all the bhoga, nicely decorate all of that, and then place tulasi leaf on each and every item, whatever is cooked, with whatever is cooked according to the uh, injunctions of Shastra. And after that, what to do? We have put here step by step. So after that, oh sorry. In this we see, after taking that bhoga is ready now in the kitchen, it is ready. Now we come to the altar and we sprinkle the water on the place where we are going to keep that bhoga. So we sprinkle the water from the Achman cup, and we can have another cloth, not the cloth which we use to wipe the photos, another cloth just to wipe that particular place where we keep the bhoga. So we wipe that particular place and we make it pure, and then get the bhoga plate and keep it there. Now, after keeping the bhoga plate, the next thing that we do is sprinkle some water from the Achman cup on the bhoga plate that is there. If any contamination is there, that will be removed. And then we close the altar. Now, when we close the altar, what we are supposed to do? Sit on the asan, the mat, and then start chanting the prayers by ringing the bell. So now each prayer will be chanting 3 times. Now these are the different prayers which are there. So I'm sure we know most of it now. Yes. So these are the 4 prayers. So first one is Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. We chant it 3 times. And then Sri Gauranga's Pranam Mantra. Then we chant it 3 times. Then Krishna's Pranam Mantra. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So we chant it 3 times. So every prayer we are chanting three times, and we are ringing the bell. And at the end we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times. And then we keep the bell aside, and if we have time, we can sit and chant. So we can leave the bhoga for 5-10 minutes in the altar. And recommended thing is we sit outside the altar. I mean, on the asana, we're sitting already. We can take our beads and chant 1 round. Yes, we can do this. Or if something else is there, reading or something, we can do. And after 5-10 minutes, then we open the altar. This is what we do. Then we open the altar. And then, see, whenever we close the altar or open the altar, this has to be done. Where we glorify the Lord by chanting their name. Jai Jai Shri Shri Gandharvika Giridhari Shriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Shri Shri Lakshmi Narsimadev Bhagwan ki Jai. Shri Shri Panchatattva ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So when we open the altar, this is what we do. We chant the names of the Lord. And then we take now the bhoga plate is no more a bhoga, it's Mahaprasad. So we take the Mahaprasad plate and the glass of water. And then now this glass of water is with the plate, it has come, not the glass of water which were kept in the altar. That glass of water will always remain in the altar. So with the bhoga plate, another glass comes, which we take back to the kitchen. Now, after doing that, we wipe that place again, sprinkle some water from Achman, wipe that place. And this is a very, very important step that is mentioned at the end. So this is called as begging forgiveness from the Lord. Because every service that we do, now, while chanting prayers, our mind might go here and there. Now, while doing some other thing, the mind will go here and there. So that's not correct. So we beg forgiveness to the Lord that I tried my best to offer this service, but please forgive me for all the offenses that I've committed, knowingly and unknowingly, while doing this particular service. So we can offer this prayer. So here completes the Bhoga offering. One devotee was sharing this with me. Very, very touching and very inspiring story, a real-time story about a devotee from one of the foreign countries regarding Bhoga offering. I was remembering this, so I thought I'll share. So one of the elderly Matajis, whom I was in touch with, so she had gone to that foreign country in that ISKCON temple. So there, when they were sitting for prasadam, it was a Sunday, and Sunday feast class happened, and they were sitting for prasadam. So they were sitting, and this elderly Mataji was sitting, and besides her, there was another Mataji was sitting, and this Mataji was there. So she was eating the prasad with lots and lots of anxiety, and fatavat she was eating, as if she has not eaten for many days. So his elderly Mataji, she said that, it's okay, you can get second time, third time, you can get prasad is there, it will not go anywhere, eat slowly. And after the prasad got over, then they were having a discussion. So that Mataji was eating prasad with a lot of anxiety. She revealed something very, very nice. Please hear this carefully, very inspiring. So this Mataji, she told that I belong to a Muslim family. And now I've become a devotee of the Lord. Every day I'm chanting 16 rounds. And I've got Jagannath Balle Subhadra in my room. But since non-veg is cooked in my kitchen, I cannot go and cook anything for the Lord there. So what I do is, I get fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and then I've kept a separate knife, separate plate for them, and I cut there itself, and then I offer it to them. Now with whatever love and devotion I have. And the only thing that I honor for, or only thing that I eat for the 6 days is what I offer to my deities. It means she was eating only raw fruits and raw vegetables for 6 days, and the seventh day she'll get the cooked food. Can you imagine what people are doing all over the world? This is one example which I gave. I cannot think of doing this. One Ekadashi becomes so difficult to have just fruits and live the entire day. 6 days only on raw vegetables and fruits. All glories to such devotees who have so much of love for the Lord, so much of love. We are so fortunate in India. What big thing is there in India? We are so fortunate that all of us have this independence of to choose what to eat and what to offer to the Lord. And at the same time, the ones who belong to the Hindu families, this is a normal culture in the house, to cook sattvic food and offer it to Krishna. Very, very normal culture. I was just, when I was meditating on this pastime, I was just thinking that to attain Krishna, how much people are endeavoring. I was feeling very, very small when I was thinking about this pastime. How much they really are doing for Krishna. Now, yes, this very lifetime I want to attain Krishna and I'm ready to do anything for that. Can you imagine doing this particular thing? Thinking about it itself gives me goosebumps. In a family of different faith, practicing Krishna consciousness strictly, it's like really very great. My repeated obeisances to that Mataji. I've never seen her. I've just heard about her. My repeated obeisances to her. That may I also get a drop of sincerity what that Mataji has towards devotional service. Amazing, amazing. So tell me if someone is, obviously this is not expected from anyone. I just told and I just recollected this past time I just told. Just imagine if someone is having so much of love for the Lord and offering food like this, why will not Lord reciprocate? Surely, surely the Lord will reciprocate, purify the person and take him or take her back home, back to Godhead. Yes. The only thing that is needed is, we follow what is given in Shastra and we do it with love and devotion and respect, for the Supreme Personality and respecting the words of the Parampara. And everything will come, everything will manifest. Next thing, let's move on to the next one, that is deity resting. Now, when it comes to deity resting procedure, it's pretty simple. Now, what we did in the morning, same thing we have to reverse in the evening. So we had offered the flowers, we remove all the flowers, and then we put some drop of water again from the Achmana patra to the cloth, and then we wipe the photos in the same sequence that we had told. And now, after wiping the photos, again we beg the forgiveness. Entire day I might have done so many offenses knowingly, unknowingly. Oh Lord, please forgive me for the same. With complete heart and soul, we offer this prayer. And then we also offer a prayer to the Lord to take rest. We say, Oh Lord, please come to your resting place along with your associates. Oh Lord, rest comfortably for a moment, enjoying your pastimes. And after offering this prayer, we can look at the beautiful form of the Lord, and then we close the altar, pay our obeisances to the Lord, and then get up and switch off the light of the altar. So this is our deity resting that we can do. When it comes to Krishna Lila, Krishna would come from forest. So in the early morning, we heard that Maya Yashoda would put a lot of ornaments and everything on the beautiful form of the Lord, and he would look very beautiful in the ornaments. And then when they go to forest, so the Gopas, the friends who are there, they remove all the ornaments, and then they'll put all the flowers and then fruits and other things and decorate Krishna very nicely. And they will use some clay, some different colors, and do various decorations on Krishna's face. And with that attire, Krishna will come home. And Maya Yashoda would every day should be just surprised to see in the morning I dressed you in some other way. Now what have you done to yourself? Yes. And then she would pull him, and then he would not be interested to take bath. Then she'll pull and she'll give bath to him very nicely, and then wear nice again offer nice clothes to him. nice simple clothes, and then again decorate him, by simple ornaments, and then make him sit and have prasad. Now this prasad pass or bhoga offering. Now this preparation which Mother Yashoda would do, it will be very very amazing, very very sweet and very delicious. Just imagine Maya Yashoda is cooking, and Maya Yashoda would specially call Srimati Radharani to cook. From Barsana she will come in Nandagram to cook for Krishna. And it is described that Srimati Radharani, till date, she has never repeated any item. So you can imagine how many how many items she has, how many recipes she knows. So be it in the afternoon or in the evening, at any time, Krishna would have his dinner or lunch with Nanda Maharaj, his father, and Balram would be sitting, and all the Gopas would be sitting. Now a nice thing would happen. Now, the bhoga that is offered to Krishna, the preparation that Maya Yashoda makes, would be sweet and would be very nice. It will not be spicy. But then Nanda Maharaj would like spice. So he would call always for mirchi, chili, green chilies. Now, if Krishna sees that, he will also ask, and he does not know how it tastes. So Maya Yashoda would always tell that don't show this to Krishna. She'll tell Nanda Maharaj. And what Nanda Maharaj would do is, plate will be there, and below the plate, he will keep the chili. 2-3 chilies, below the plate he'll keep. And then he will be talking to Krishna, and then he'll tell, see Krishna, there something is going, and then Krishna will look at that place, he'll remove the chili, bite and keep it below, and again eat whatever is there. Now what happened is Krishna observed this. Now what is happening? He just saw that there's something under the plate. And then he told Nanda Maharaj, see Papa, there is something there. And then he took the chili from there, he put it in his mouth, and after that was a big hangama in the house. This is what we hear. He started jumping and jumping and jumping and crying, and tears are flowing from the eyes. So hot. I mean, so spicy. Jumping all over the house, and Maya Yashoda was holding him and caressing him and then feeding him sweets. You eat this, drink water, and so on and so forth. So such wonderful pastimes Lord Sri Krishna manifests to attract the hearts of all the devotees like us. So yes, and after having dinner, then Maya Yashoda will take Krishna to the bedroom, put him to rest, and she'll tell him various stories, bedtime stories. Now these bedtime stories are also very nice. So bedtime stories will be the stories of different incarnations of Krishna. So Maya Yashoda would talk about Lord Ram, that you know what? In the previous Yuga, there was a person whose name was Ram. And his wife, Sita, she was kidnapped by Ravan. And now Krishna is about to sleep and he's hearing all this. And as soon as he hears this particular thing, that Sita is kidnapped by Ravan, he gets up on the bed with full anger. He says, I will kill that Dashanana. I will kill him. And then Maya Yashoda is wondering, what's wrong? What's happening? Who is he to kill Dashanana? So in this way, various pastimes will tell Narsimha Dev and this and that, so many incarnations, and Krishna would react like this. And Maya Yashoda will try her best to put him to rest with a lot of love and affection. And after he goes to rest, when his eyes are closed and he's in sleep, she'll go to each and every person and tell all the servants, Nanda Maharaj, others, no one should make any noise. Pin drop silence. Krishna is sleeping. So after doing all this, late at night, Mother Yashoda would go and she would take rest. So in this way, the services that we just discussed today, waking up the deities, offering Bhoga to the deities, and putting the deities to rest, these services are done by the great personalities in the spiritual world. And imagine, we are getting the same opportunity to do it every single day. So in this way, these are the different things. This is a very, very simplified form that is given in the manual. And what I'm presenting is a very, very simplified form, but complete in itself. So there is no need to think, is there anything more? Lots of things are there that we can do in every seva. But then this is the basic thing that we can do, which is complete. We need not think, is it okay to do this much? Yes, it's okay, completely okay. So yes, it's 8:30. I would like to pause here. If any questions or comments, questions I would like to take, comments will take later. Any questions, please go ahead and post. Yesterday it was only Achman and half an hour question and answer went. Today I discussed 3 seva. I don't know how many questions will come today. Okay, Aarti will be discussing tomorrow. I just changed the sequence. Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the 10th avatar or Kalki avatar? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of the Lord, uh, which is Channa avatar, hidden incarnation. So anyone who reads the Shastra, they will get to know that how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Sri Gauranga is the hidden incarnation of the Lord, who just came to give the Mahamantra to deliver people in general and teach them how to do devotional service. So since Lord came in the devotee form, so it's called as a hidden incarnation. And only those people who read Shastra, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and other Puranas, they know about this incarnation. Kalki avatar is the avatar of Kali Yuga. I mean, the end of Kali Yuga's avatar will come. Please tell when lighting diya and incense stick, applying chandan, roli to deities. So tomorrow we'll discuss this. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the arati. What about conch shell timings? Tomorrow we'll discuss. Just before the arati, we blow the conch shell. Every time the flowers, used and dried flowers on the next day, used on God, should be taken into flowing water. I'm unable to go. Is there any other way? Also, we don't have like a open or closing altar. So what may I do? So we need to have curtains, not to the altar, or doors, not to the altar. So that is very much needed for worshipping, because many things we keep doing right the entire day. Sometimes the kids will be just running around and shouting around, and husband and wife, they will be having nice talks, loudly, and then food. One has to accept food or prasadam. So for all that, we cannot do it in front of the altar. So the altar should be closed at that time. So curtains are needed. And when it comes to these nirmala, the flowers that you're talking about, so we can keep it in a cover, and then we can put it under a tree where people don't stamp. Or once in a while, when we go to some dham or some place where river is flowing, we can put it there. It should be only flowers, no plastic in that. So it's so that it gets degraded and decomposed, and it doesn't harm the nature also. Please explain the meaning of 16 rounds. So there's 16 rounds is just a vow that we chant 16 into 108 times the Mahamantra, and that's what Srila Prabhupada recommended, that minimum 16 rounds people can do. Please tell us about Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani and his wife's relationship. Someone else, it seems you told one of the ISKCON devotee was saying her husband is also Lord Krishna's expansion and Krishna's wives are Srimati Radharani's expansion, everyone. So this is not related to deity worship. So only deity worship questions you can ask, whatever I've spoken today. But then for your information, so Srimati Radharani is eternally married to Lord Sri Krishna. Just for the pastime purpose, on this Bhauma Vrindavan, Lord Sri Krishna manifested another form, that is shadow of Lord Krishna manifested as another personality, who seemingly got married to to Srimati Radharani in this particular pastime on earth. Yes, but eternally, Radha and Krishna, they're eternally married, and that's what is their very sacred relationship. And why are we so bothered about marriage between Lord and his consort? Marriage is needed in this world, not in that world. Marriage is needed in this world so that there is no illicit sex. Yes. So it is needed here. In that world, what is the need? There is no sex in that world. Sex is needed to beget kids. That is not needed in spiritual world. There is no begetting of kids in spiritual world. Not needed at all. So spiritual personalities are free from all these things. So this thought of pulling the Lord to our level and then analyzing, what happened? What is Lord doing? Oh, he had so many wives, he had so many girlfriends, and this and that. That is all nonsensical thought process where we pull the Lord to our level and start speaking about it. Yes. So one thing we should understand is we are all contaminated, fallen, conditioned souls in this world. Rules and regulations apply to us and not to Lord Sri Krishna. And all these personalities, Srimati Radharani, firstly, Srimati Radharani is the expansion of Lord Sri Krishna. She is the internal potency of Lord Sri Krishna. Radharani's expansions are the gopis. Gopis' expansions are the wives of Lord Sri Krishna in Mathura and Dwarka. So if you put all of them together, it's only Srimati Radharani who is there. Yes. And Radharani and Krishna, they are one personality. Just for pastime purpose, they have expanded themselves. They have become two personalities. So this is what is the Shastric description about Radha and Sri Krishna. Yes. Hope this helps you. There are variety of tulsi plants. Which one is preferred one? There is Rama tulasi and Krishna tulasi. Either of them is okay. Why tulasi has to be dipped in water or chandan according to season? So when we offer seva to the Lord, it's we do seva with bhav, with the mood of he is mine and he shouldn't feel any discomfort. So for giving that cooling effect in the summers, now we apply chandan, and to make sure that we don't unnecessarily trouble the Lord with the chandan in winters, we don't apply chandan in winters. So it's basically in the mood of I want to give pleasure to the Lord. And depending on seasons, the seva is done in various ways. And this is in accordance to Shastra also. Tulsi leaf should be given to all or only to Krishna? Only to Krishna. Only to Krishna and incarnations of Krishna. Can you please repeat yesterday's topic? You can see the video that is there. It is there available on YouTube. You can go through. Can I use that altar water to water tulasi the next day? No, I forgot to tell about that. So once that water we have kept next day when we are changing, so we can put it in another glass and we can, everyone in the house can have that water. So that's prasad, and very, very purifying water, purified, spiritualized water. So we can all accept that. Why tulasi leaf is not offered to Lord Narasimhadev? Yes, we can offer, not a problem. Vishnu tattvas we can offer. There's no problem. And so as I said, the minimum things I'm giving in this deity worship, and that is complete in itself. So that minimum time is spent and the complete worship is also done. That's what this deity worship seminar is all about, where we are trying our best to help devotees to do a complete worship every single day. What if we want to offer bhoga during lunch and dinner? Like, should we follow the same procedure? Yeah, same procedure. Same procedure. Bhoga, that's what I said. Bhoga offering, same procedure. When we're closing the altar, now at that time we close the altar, chanting the names of the Lord. Open the altar, now we chant the names of the Lord and we open. Morning, evening, the two services we do, waking up and deity resting. From where we get photos? I only have Radha-Krishna idol. So as I said, in the manual there is a link. You can open the link. The HD photos are there. You can frame it for your altar. What to do if non-veg is being cooked in the house? If non-veg is cooked, then we cannot offer cooked food to the Lord. So either we should keep separate vessels and cook in that, where that is meant only for the Lord, or the best thing is we keep a separate knife and a separate plate, and in that we cut fruits and offer to the Lord. We can do that. Should we put Lord in rest in afternoon? Yeah, we can do that. We can close the altar. So in the afternoon, when you're putting the Lord to rest, no need to remove flowers and wipe, etc. Just close the altar and offer the prayer to take rest. That's it. You mentioned to dip tulasi leaves in water before offering to Krishna. Do we need to keep separate cup filled with water? No, same Achman water we can use. So we take tulasi leaf. Firstly, we can wash tulasi leaf under the tap, or we can, or in some container we can put water and wash tulasi leaves. And after that, take Achman water, put it on that, and then apply it, offer it to Lord's lotus feet. Are we supposed to offer only fragrant flowers to the Lord? Yes, ideally, this is the Shastric injunction that we can offer fragrant flowers to the Lord. At least some fragrance should be there. But nowadays, even the flowers that we are getting here in our temple, they hardly have any fragrance. Those rose flowers. Only externally they are rose. There is no fragrance at all in that. It's almost like plastic flowers. But then now it's very difficult to get any flowers. So we are offering that. Thinking that somewhere it is related to rose. So we're offering. But ideally, fragrant flowers, some fragrance should be there. Then it will be nice to offer. Hibiscus flower is not offered to Krishna. Hibiscus flower. Can we get the recording of YouTube? It's there on the YouTube. You can anytime access. Can we offer only few tulsi leaves or just only one instead of putting tulsi leaves over each bhoga? We have to put one tulsi leaf on each bhoga. If you have more, you can put, no problem. But minimum one tulsi leaf should be put in each offering. So Krishna does not accept any offering without tulsi leaf. Yes, we can offer tulsi leaf to Narasimhadev. What we have to do with the water kept in puja room? Yes, as I said, Yes, you can take it as Tirtha. Next morning, you can give it to everyone. Share your email ID. I want to share presentation on Krishna Leela and Srimad Bhagavatam with you. Yes, you can take. Okay. I just missed the question. What to do with the altar gift? If I miss anyone's question, please post it again. I just missed the link while posting this. Okay, yeah, got it. At my house, there is no sunlight. Tulsi Maharani does not flourish. What should I do? So what we can do is keep the Tulsi Maharani somewhere outside in the apartment or somewhere on the wall, and we can get her inside for worship. That can be done. Or when it or no get Tulsi flower Tulsi leaves from the market. That can be done. But we have to worship Tulsi Maharani. Tomorrow we'll see that. So it's better to have Tulsi plant in the house. That is very very auspicious. Very auspicious. Five metal deities, whom bathing, changing clothes, where to fit that in the sequence. Since, as I already said, this seminar is all about discussion on how to worship the photos, that to these four photos. So when it comes to metal deities, maybe you can talk to your Bhakti Vriksha leader or someone. They will help. In what sequence to go about, or maybe you can text me. I can help out. About Bhoga, can we prepare separate sweets out of fruits and various articles and offer, since onion are being consuming, or it is an offense that we are eating something else other than Mahaprasad? No, it's okay now. We don't have any option, right, at home. So if something is getting cooked, we have to eat that. So we have to. What can be done? So, but then these whatever sweets etc. are there, we can prepare. But ideally, if we keep separate vessels for cooking, for the Lord, that is good. When it comes to the house where non-veg is cooked and onion garlic is cooked, and that will be better. Tulsi leaves are okay. Same question is asked. Yes, we can offer Tulsi leaves to Narsimhadev. Whenever doing Achman for offering Bhoga, we recite the mantras discussed yesterday for Achman. Whenever we do Achman, like in any service that we're going to do, suppose like you're going to offer Bhoga, say you're going to offer Bhoga in the afternoon also. So before that, do the Achman, same. Keshvaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, and Madhavaya Namaha. You sip the water 3 times. At night, when you're going and doing the deity resting, at that time you can just do the same thing, same sipping of water. Why is it that rest of the incarnation other than Narsimha and Krishna are glorified in our ISKCON temples? Rest of the incarnations other than Narsimha and Krishna are, so you're saying not glorified? No, all of them are glorified. Bhagavatam glorifies them, like anything, all of them. But when it comes to worship, acharyas have recommended us to worship these deities. Now, for a specific reason, which I covered yesterday, in the class. So the flowers offered to the Lord is removed when we put Lord to rest. This is done after 30 minutes after we started the puja. No, I didn't get your question. So when are we removing the flowers? We are removing the flowers at night, and morning we are offering flowers. So no, I didn't get the 30 minutes thing we're talking about. We have an open altar and there is no provision. Should we think, yeah, that's better? No, modify the altar in such a way that you put curtains. It will be nice. What to do with the water kept in the altar? I've told. Can we keep Krishna idols? It's not recommended as of now, since we are new. Afterwards, by taking the permission of spiritual master, we can. We already have Balakrishna. Then, if you already have in your family lineage, you can continue the worship. We have to do this at 4:20 a.m. No, the timing you can decide at any time. You can do in the morning. Don't worry about the time. Fixed time is for the temple. For home, you can decide your time. When you get up, Lord will also get up at the same time. That is what is the concession for home altars. So need not worry so much about the time. But if it is a time slot, say 6 to 7 or 6 to 8 or something like that, we can keep some slot and we can do it in that only. That will be good. But there is no specific condition on time. According to Bhagavatam, there are only 8 forms. So which type of the photo in 8 form? I covered, right? Lekhya. Lekhya means painting or the photo form. First three incarnations and Parashuram incarnations of Dashavatar are not spoken more. No, no, you should read Bhagavatam. We have given classes on that. So if you attend classes, you'll understand what we are talking about. Please share your WhatsApp group link. Sriram Prabhu, you can share the WhatsApp group link in here. Someone is asking. How can I get recording of the course? Also, please post the recordings, the link also. Can we keep Diya in front of the God? Yeah, you can keep. So in the morning, tomorrow, we'll discuss about the Aarti procedure. Just before we start doing the Aarti, we can lit the lamp and we can start doing the Aarti. We have metal Krishna, which was given by Pandit to us. He used to worship this deity at home. Now we kept it in our altar along with the photos of Lord Krishna, along with Narsimhadev and Panchatattva. So this is only Krishna deity. No, that's what you're talking about. Now, since the Lord has come, continue the worship. Take the guidance of your authority and try to do the needful as they direct. Will I be eligible to install the authentic altar at home? I stay in an apartment, unable to grow tulasi in my house. What can I do? I want to shift to a bigger house. Till then, how can I pray? No, we can install. What is the problem? We can have a movable altar which we can take. I mean, a structure which can be taken to another house also. So everyone is eligible to install a altar. Not a problem. Everyone can do that. We all are part and parcel of Krishna. Who can stop us in worshipping Krishna? So everyone can do that. Should we remove the offered tulasi and as well as flowers too when we put? Yeah. So we remove all the flowers, we remove the tulasi, we wipe the photos. Those flowers which are there, again, I forgot this point, we can give to all the family members to smell the flowers, and tulasi leaf we can consume. So that can be done. Also, can we offer the tulsi mala available with flower vendors? Yes, yes, we can do that. That's a very nice seva, where we offer tulsi garland to the Lord, to Lord Krishna, and also to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Narasimhadev, we can offer. What is Charanamrit? Charanamrit is the water or the various liquids which are used to bathe the Lord during Abhishekam, wash the lotus feet or entire body. So that is Charanamrit. We should offer one leaf or two leaf. No, it's up to you how many leaves you want to offer. Minimum at least one we can offer. Can we offer dry fruits to Lord? Yeah, we can offer dry fruits. We can offer fruits. No problem. What all uncooked food we can offer? Dry fruits, as you yourself are saying. So these are the two things that we can offer. Can we offer ether to Lord for sweet fragrance? Yes, we do. When we do Narsima, when we sing Narsimha Arati, we offer this fragrant oil. So this is extra. You can do if you want. You can do. Ringing the bell is not allowed for ladies. No, it is. It's nowhere it is given as such. Not allowed. So we can. Whenever my father says something about ISKCON, I don't, but my tears flow from eyes. Is it right or wrong? I didn't get your question. Is your father talking ill about ISKCON or something like that? Are you talking about that? I'm not sure. Please repost your question. While offering milk, whether it should be boiled? Yeah, it should be boiled. See, how are we consuming the food? In similar way, we should offer to the Lord also. In fact, it should be much more better than what we consume. The first class thing we should offer to the Lord. That is what is recommended. Can we reuse the offered dried tulsi leaves for each bhoga item? No, we cannot reuse. So once offered is offered. It cannot be reused. I had this question. I clarified this with some senior devotees. So it cannot be reused. In our altar, we have Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Ram, and Lakshmi Devi deity and framed photographs of Lord Balaji, Radha-Krishna, and few others. What should we do? Should we continue with this? So same thing as I said. If you have a simple altar like it is recommended from here from ISKCON Whitefield, it will be easy for you to worship. And see the service that we have mentioned. So like early in the morning, when you're getting late for the office, then you take the cloth and put water on it and sub. If he's just going to go on doing it, even Lord will be fearful, what this person is doing. So if we have few photos, then with focus, we can actually do, the seva. It will not be a task. It will be a proper seva that we're doing. So it's very much recommended that the altar should be simple. And so we have recommended the main four photos, which are needed in the altar for worship and for whatever artis will be singing. So that will be related to these photos, that that we have displayed before. The modification will be always better. Do we have to dip tulasi again in Achman water? Yeah, you can wash tulasi leaves, take tulasi leaf, put Achman water on that, and then you can offer to the Lord. Can we offer bought sweets from vegetarian shops? No, not recommended. No, we don't offer anything from outside, to the Lord. So if we can cook, if we are cooking sattvic food every day and everyone is eating only sattvic food, we can offer sattvic food, sweets, etc. But outside food, no. Because we don't know with what mood they have cooked, how many people have already eaten that. We never know. And then while cooking, they might have tasted also. So not allowed. Yes, we can ring the bell while Bhoga and Arati. Everyone can do that. Mataji's, Prabhuji's. In ISKCON, it's Srila Prabhupada is allowed for everyone to do that. Because here, see, we are not doing karma kanda ritual. We are not doing a business with the Lord. I'll do this, you give me this. We are selflessly just worshipping the Lord for His pleasure. That's what is the mode of worship. So there is no question of who can do and who cannot. Everyone can do. We are all part and parcel of Krishna. We can do. If we do Achman before doing service, won't it be contaminated with saliva? No, you're not putting the Achman spoon in the mouth, right? It's like you're just taking water in the hand, you're sipping and doing that. And after you sip 3 times, then you can wash your hands again with the Achman water. So then, no, there'll be no problem like that. And also, it should be sipped in a proper way. It's not like where we where we lick our hand. It should be sipped, in such a way that the saliva doesn't touch, this one. So this is basically the standard, the Brahmanical standard, where the water is sipped, in a very particular way. Yes. But with time, everyone can learn, not a big thing. But after doing Achman, we can wash the hands with the same Achman water, then there'll be no problem. Do we have to change water after Achman? No, not needed. Entire day, same water can be there. If water reduces, we can add more water to it. So same water can be there. Next day, we can change. Or at night, after the deity resting is done, we can wash the Achman cup and keep. Next day morning, you can fill it back. On some day, please give a brief note on ISKCON organization and Prabhupada. Yes, I've done this. I've already given a huge description of that. What we'll do is we'll circulate the videos of the same. You all can go through that. I gave a 5-day series on how Prabhupada went to West, how ISKCON was established, and what all Prabhupada did for all of us. So there's a series of sessions. In ISKCON Whitefield, you can go to the playlist, and there is one playlist called Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada series. Now you can see that. ISKCON Whitefield channel. For any puja, mostly we start with Ganesha puja. Is it okay to do Ganesha puja? It's not needed. No, it's not needed. It's not recommended anywhere as such. Prabhupada does not recommend this. Is there any particular day when we have to start the deity worship? We are already late. Whichever day it is, we have to start immediately. So there is no need to wait for anything. Share the prayers in the PDF file. Yeah, all the prayers are there in the PDF file. Can we offer cooked food to the Lord? Yeah, that's good. Provided there is no non-veg cooked and no onion garlic used in the house. If that is there, separate vessels should be kept and then cooking should be done. Whenever my father say anything ill about ISKCON, okay. Yeah, because now you're connected to ISKCON and you know the truth of ISKCON. You know what Prabhupada has done. Why will not tears flow? It will flow. So, how to identify Vishnu Tulasi, Rama Tulasi? Krishna Tulasi will be black and Ram Tulasi will be greenish, complete light greenish, and Krishna Tulasi will be somewhat blackish. Which type of food should we not offer? So which type of food we should offer, that I will tell. The food without onion garlic, the food without mushroom, the food which is cooked with love and devotion, that food can be offered to the Lord. Anything apart from this cannot be offered to the Lord. So all the grains, pulses, vegetables, fruits, those can be offered to the Lord. I have puja room. Shall I keep Achman cup outside the door? Yeah, we can do that. We can have a table outside, we can keep it on that. Once milk is offered, then if we cook something out of it, for example, kheer, Yeah, so it is already offered, right? So once you offer the milk, so that milk is already offered, and when you cook anything with that, it's already offered. So we need not offer it again. At home, there is altar in which demigods are being kept. As of now, I don't have proper altar. I have kept the photos of Lord Krishna, Narasimhadev, Panchatattva, Srila Prabhupada. Is there an offense to keep it separate and on the table? It would be better to have a separate altar, where you have these photos and not mixed with the demigod photos. As I already said, please understand the science behind the deity worship. Now, we are not doing business with the Lord. Yes. We want to focus on the beautiful form of the Lord. We want to serve the Lord with love and devotion. That is the mode of deity worship. Right. So it's not about getting something from there. If I don't worship this person, that person, what will happen? We are not into all that. We just want to worship the Lord for giving Him pleasure. We want to worship the Lord so that we get connected to Him. We have lost that connection from so many lifetimes. We want to connect back to the Lord. So we are doing this worship. So understand the science, then automatically you'll be able to decide what to do in the situation. Can we dip darbe strip of leaves in Achman? Are you talking about durva grass? I don't know what you're talking about. Darbe is it durva grass or what is it? You can tell. But if you're talking about for purification, there is no need of anything apart from Ganga Jal in the water. Not needed. If no Ganga Jal, how to purify? How to have purify water? So no, please get Ganga Jal bottle. It's available on Amazon and Flipkart and other places. No, those bottles are available. Get it. Or if you go to Haridwar or somewhere, get it in a bottle so that you can use it for the entire year. Can we worship POP deity? Uh, in this seminar, I'm not recommending not to do that because now what service can we do for the POP deity? We cannot wipe, we cannot do anything. So there is no point. If we have photos, at least some service we can do. So, and when it breaks, heart will break when the POP deity breaks. What should be done with tulasi leaves that we keep on the bhoga after offering? That can be eaten. Whoever gets in the plate, that person can eat. Can we use dried tulasi leaves? Yeah, we can use dried tulasi leaves. Twigs cannot be used for offering. So twigs have a different purpose. But when it comes to dried tulasi leaves, it can be used. Not a problem. In which place ISKCON Whitefield is in? ISKCON temple is in Whitefield. You can Google it. It's an ACS layout. Marathalli, near Marathalli. Why no to mushroom? It comes in the category of fungus. So it is treated as non-veg. Why we should not offer onion garlic to the Lord? So onion and garlic, they come in the mode of ignorance. The smell itself talks about it. No, we need not say. And it has, sometimes people say, no, it has got medicinal qualities, so we should take. No problem, it can be taken. So medicines are taken in small quantities, if I'm not wrong. And sometimes when we are not well, those are medicines. Not that we put so much in that cook or whatever. So that is the reason. That's the reason. So it's categorized in those categories of food, in mode of ignorance. Can we pluck leaves from tulasi on Ekadashi? Yes, on Ekadashi we can pluck. On next day of Ekadashi we don't pluck. I've written that in the manual, so it should be helpful. Yeah, so I think I offered that Durva thing. Are there any days when tulasi leaves should not be plucked? Yes, on Dwadashi we don't pluck tulasi leaves. Next day of Ekadashi. If I add more salt or less salt, how can Krishna will eat? So what we do is, we keep the Bhoga plate and we keep salt also in that. So like that we do the offering. Just think about, see, whenever you're doing offering to Krishna, think about that some very lovable relative has come to your house. How you're going to serve that person? So now suppose salt is less. So if salt is more, I don't know what you will do, but when salt is less, and if the relative is telling salt is less, you'll go and give the salt. So keep the salt, for Krishna also aside, in the plate. If Lord wants, you can put in. Except, can we chew tulsi leaves? Yes, no problem. Ganga Jal available in ISKCON, same as Ganga Jal available online. Does it serve the same purpose? It should. It should. Ideally, it should. If hopefully people might not cheat because water is available in abundance. Ganga Jal is available in abundance. They have to just go and get it from there. So hopefully they shouldn't cheat. So some good known brand you can take which gives nice puja products, which they will not cheat, something like that. Can we make cotton ghee wicks from dried tulasi sticks to offer to the Lord? Yeah, we can do that. Can do that. That's very much recommended in one of the Puranas. Tulasi leaves once used for Bhoga, can it be used again? No, it cannot be used again. I checked this, with the senior devotees. Why is not Masoor dal allowed in Bhoga? Is it different from Udad dal? Both are black. I'm not sure about Masoor dal. I'm not sure. I don't think if I've tasted also. Maybe I'll get back to you. If possible, text me on WhatsApp so that I don't forget. Okay. Let me take some questions if on YouTube. Whom was Maya Yashoda offering prasad to? They all were eating. After Krishna accepts, they would all honor prasadam. Please explain the tulasi leaf plucking process. The flower can be plucked and offered along with the leaf, or single leaf should be plucked. So yes, we have the tulasi flowers. We have tulasi leaves. So what we can do is we can pluck the tulasi flower. So that's called as manjari. With two tulasi leaves we can pluck, and that can be offered to Krishna. That is very very dear to Krishna. Now we can offer that. Single leaf also can be plucked. But now make sure that the leaves remain in the tulsi plant. It's not that every day we're plucking and we're not taking care of tulsi plant. If possible, we can get tulsi leaves from the flower market. That will be nice. Hmm. Which temple we are associating with those Krishna photo we should keep in altar, or can we keep Radha-Krishna Ashtasakhi? Ideally, if you keep the photo of the deities uh, in the to the of the temple whom you're associating with, that will be very nice because on the weekends, anyways, you'll go to that temple and then you will be able to do some service also there. So that connection will be strong. At home also seeing the same form, and there also you're seeing the same form. So it will help you. We should grow up spiritually to understand Lord Himself. True. Which direction would our face be while plucking tulasi leaf? If the tulasi twig is broken while plucking leaf, is it papa? Now this direction thing I've never heard. The mood of plucking is that, oh Tulasi Maharani, I want to engage these tulasi leaves in service of the Lord. So please allow me to pluck some tulasi leaves. That is the mood, and we pluck. By mistake, if something happens, we can beg forgiveness. What is the process of reading Krishna book, and what time should we read it? Krishna book, just go through from start to end. Anytime we can read. If possible, if we have time, we can read at night before sleeping. That's very much helpful. Prabhupada recommended that. Can we have the same offered tulasi leaf? We cannot use the offered tulasi leaves again. Do we need to fill water in Achman Patra at night, and we should use same water in the morning? No. At night, you just wash the Achman cup and keep it, and in the morning, fill it with the water. Please share the link. Yeah, I'll do that. Can we keep Damodar Yashodamaya photo, or should we worship Damodar photo in Damodar month only? It's up to you. It's up to you how much time you have for the worship. If you want to keep, you can keep. But normally, what we do in our center is only for Damodar month, we remove the Damodar photo and then we worship and again keep it back. Keep it inside. For wiping Shad Goswami singly, should I wipe or it okay if wiped from left to right? You can wipe the entire photo. Don't think about direction on that. Just wipe from top to bottom. Okay, so I think we are done. Oh, other questions are coming. Okay. How to store tulsi leaves to offer on Dwadashi? So we plug tulsi leaves and we keep it in a container having some water and keep it in the fridge. So that remains fresh for the next day. Boiled rice can be used or only raw rice? For what? So we eat boiled rice, not raw rice. So if you're talking about Bhoga offering, then it should be, just think that if suppose you are supposed to be served with some food, how the food should be. Much better, 10 times much better quality should be offered to Krishna. Kindly share the WhatsApp link. It was shared before. Please check in the chat box. It is shared. While eating tulasi leaves, can we bite? Yeah, we can chew, not a problem. When dry tulasi leaf, when dry tulasi is kept in lamp wick, it will burn. Yeah, it's okay. So tulsi sticks can be used for for arati. Is there any mantra for plucking tulasi leaves? Yeah, there are a lot of mantras there, and we can chant. But then this seminar is a level one deity worship seminar, so no need of that mantra. But if you want to explore yourself, you can get it in Google, not a problem. But the mood, we can tell Tulsi Maharani, we can fold our palms and we can tell Tulsi Maharani that I want some Tulsi leaves for serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. With your permission, I would like to pluck some Tulsi leaves. And with that mood, plug the Tulsi leaves. I have kept the altar of Lord Krishna and Prabhupada Narasimhadev now. We have two different altars at home. I've kept the altar. That's good. So that's what I was also talking about. So that's good. So okay, it's 9:03. So I think we can end for today. Yes. So thank you very much. So tomorrow we meet, and tomorrow is the last day of this seminar, and tomorrow is the most important discussion. That is how to do arati. What is the sequence of doing arati? I'm trying my best to use the PowerPoint features to show how to do things, because online it's very difficult to show. In deity worship seminar, practically it is shown how to do it, physically if we meet. But online, this is the problem. But then I think you all will be able to understand, whatever we are trying to tell, from this. So all this that we just discussed, deity waking up will take 5 minutes. Deity resting will take 5 minutes. Bhoga offering max it will take 10 minutes. Yes. So like this, hardly in the entire day, it will take some 30-40 minutes if we put. And tomorrow's Aarti, the procedure, it will take 15 minutes. So 15 plus morning 5 is 20 minutes, 10 is another 30 minutes, and 5 minutes in the evening. So 35 minutes to 40 minutes max is what we can do. I mean, we can invest very nicely in deity worship. So just 40 minutes a day, and we'll be completing our entire worship very nicely. So I request all of you all that please try your best to do the deity worship with a lot of love and devotion, and try to connect with the Lord. And after we open the altar, we can sit in front of the Lord and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We can complete our rounds in the morning itself. So thank you very much. Let's meet tomorrow and discuss more about how to do Arati. And tomorrow, if you have any questions from all the 3 days, you're free to ask. And any doubts, any specific doubts, you're staying in some region, you're not able to do something or whatever, please text me on my WhatsApp number. You can text the admin of the groups, and they can give my number, and you can text me accordingly. Yes. Or you can mail me also. The mail ID I've put here in the chat box. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.